Okay, what's going on YouTube, and welcome to another one. This is actually going to be a quick one. This is the long-awaited 35XXSP. This is going to be a quick one mainly because this was bought with the intentions of giving it away. I knew initially I wasn't really going to like this system, or not even say like it. I just knew I wasn't really going to play it. Mainly because just right now I'm playing a lot of Steam Deck, and I do have the RG35XXSP. It's basically the Game Boy Advance SP clone, and that's pretty much what we're going to call it the rest of this video, because I do not feel like naming out all those numbers and letters again because it is a mouthful. But anyway, if you're familiar with the Game Boy Advance SP, boom, this is it, except a way better version, as in it plays more things. Now, just because it plays more things doesn't mean it's like that ideal unit for it, but it's just cool having some of these extra features. Some of the bonus is you do get Wi-Fi, you do get Bluetooth, you get 4 triggers, and then you get a longer battery life, as well as a few extra buttons and bells and whistles here. Now, the SP did have the backlit screen, but I'm pretty sure it didn't look as good as this. As well as it has retro arch built in. Like, everything so far is just stock. And when I say so far, you could go in there and tune some things and, you know, potentially add in a different OS, but for stock and for what it does and for what it came with, I think it's pretty cool. One of the dopest features about this is, like, in game, no matter what game it is, you can go ahead and change like the video display effect, which gives it like that HD filter, or you can have like some scan lines if you wanted to. Dot matrix fast. It's just a lot of different things. So when you do it and then you go back into your game, you get a completely different look and a completely different feel of it. So if you were a huge fan of those scan lines or that CRTV or that CRT type of look, you could do that with just about every game on here directly from the system. If you bought this, you really just bought this for nostalgia reasons. You love Game Boy SP, you love playing some of those Game Boy Advance games, and potentially maybe just a little bit of PlayStation. Now, this does play a little PSP. Why it's even offered on here, I don't know, because when you try to play Tekken, or if you try to play like any, even God of War, you're going to get some stuttering. You're going to get some frame skips. Yeah, it'll run, but I don't really see myself or anyone really at this point, unless this is like your first device, sitting there and really trying to play God of War on this device, unless you just really just trying to create some content or just prove a point or something. But this is meant for if you like 8 and 16-bit gaming. So if you like Sega, if you like Super Nintendo, if you like Game Boy and Game Boy Advance, if you like any of those realm of games, you like Atari, all that good stuff, you're actually going to have a very good time with this. The games look amazing on there. I did have a great time playing Sonic, not gonna lie to you. I am playing a little bit of Mario Kart. It's okay. Honestly, yeah, it's just okay. Like, I can't really hate on the device. It's really good for what it is. Like, if you're looking for a Game Boy SP clone, then it's perfect. Like, this is a 10 out of 10 for you. Yeah, so it was really only 2 main gripes about this. One being that it offered PSP. I just felt like it's kind of like a waste of space and a waste of like even advertising. Cause I'm like, yo, like, why would you even want to play this? But don't get me wrong, it does run a little bit. So if you are running some of the games that it does run on here, I'm not gonna lie, it's not bad. So that's only one con. And then the other con is, if you did buy this specifically for Nintendo games, this didn't come with any out of the box. Like, it was blank. Like, it came with Sega, it came with just about every type of Sega game that you could imagine. It came with a lot of arcade, it came with some Capcom, it came with a lot of fighting, it came with just about everything you could ever ask for, unless you were a Nintendo fan, because this thing came blank. Like zero. It wasn't even offered. Even the emulators to run it weren't even offered. It didn't even show straight out of the box. And as we all know, we know Nintendo, they tripping right now. But what's even funnier is Nintendo just admitted that emulation is legal. So that definitely raises a lot of questions as to why they've been giving, you know, other companies and creators hard times when they literally just admitted saying that, oh, it's legal. But anyway, to avoid that, I can understand why they didn't pack any Nintendo games on here. But that's the only real con. I'm pretty sure at this point you already have a massive collection. But if this was your first unit, or if you bought this specifically, you said, oh, I'm finna get this because it plays the Nintendo SP. Yes, it does play all those games, but you're gonna have to put them on there yourself. Keep that in mind. It does have Wi-Fi, but you can't just like, I don't know. You probably could wirelessly do this, but it does have 2 SD card slots. The one it does come with, again, is loaded up. That second one you can use for your own personal media. So yeah, this first card, it did come loaded. Those were all the games and the OS is. So when you take it out and put it in your computer, it's going to pop up as 2 different partitions. And then the second card is just blank. You could, well, not even blank. There's another slot for another card. So if you did want to load individual media like music, videos, or even additional games you could from there right there. This came with a 64 gig card, I want to say, and I ordered directly from Amazon. And when you order from Amazon, if you watch my previous video, I talked about that, where if you pretty much get premium packages as far as like you get the memory card, you get the unit, and you normally get like some kind of goodie or whatnot. This one specifically didn't come with an extra one. I could have gotten the case, well, the one with the case, but I wanted to save a little money. I wanted to save it was only like $4, and I wanted to get it fast and ASAP because I just felt like I had been waiting so long for this. Another thing, when it does close, it does save. So I love how it does that. And then, you still get the battery indication on the side. So another great thing I like is when I am tired of playing or I want to move on to something else, that middle button pretty much does everything. So the same middle button where you can change your overall visuals of it, you can also save your game. So I can just hit boom, save game, put it in one of these 6 slots. I'm gonna go in the empty slot 0, boom, it automatically saves. Then I'm gonna hit return, then I'm gonna hit exit game. And then if I wanted to, I can go play something else right back to the main menu, and then I'm good to go. So that is one of the cooler features about this unit. I love that everything is just simplified. That's one of the main things about Ambernick and this system specifically, where if I were to just pick this up, if I were to just, give it to somebody, they're going to be able to pretty much pick up on everything that it does immediately. And then if they were to accidentally hit that button, they're gonna be like, oh, it has some extra options here or whatever. But going back to the save state, I can just save it, go back into that game, hit that middle button, go to load, boom, right there, and then I'm right back into it. No extreme loading times, none of that crazy stuff, is in and out. Another great thing about this is I do like the clicky buttons, specifically when I'm playing fighting games on here. Again, I'm not a big fan of this unit, mainly because I just have other things and other systems, but this was pretty fun playing fighting games on here, specifically Marvel vs. Capcom. That was a good time. I like where I can just button mash and just do things and things just happen and I win because of that. Great fan of that. I love the clicky feel. I'm not mad at it at all. The game selection is actually pretty nice on here. If you weren't a Nintendo fan, if you just love Sega and everything else, you're actually going to have a pretty good time with this system. You're good out of the box. You wouldn't really need to add anything. Again, if you just didn't love Nintendo and you just wanted it a pocket size portable emulator to where you can actually put it in your pocket and go somewhere and not have to worry about damaging the screen, this might be the one for you. That's pretty much it when it comes to this unit. So who is this for? This is for Game Boy Advance SPers. If you like platformers, if you want a portable unit, if you like 8 and 16-bit gaming, if you're a Pokemon, if you like Pokemon and those type games, if you like just devices, a small device to even just kind of fidget with, then this might be the device for you. So that would be pretty much wrap this up. Let's go ahead and get to the giveaway portion. All right, how do you win this? How do you get this? Well, this is actually a thank you for the 1,000 subs. So if you would like to win this, all I need you to do is just go follow me on Instagram, Rainey Retro, and then just write 1,000 on any post on there. Doesn't matter which one, just write 1,000. I'm gonna probably leave this up for maybe like a week or two. At the end of that, I'm gonna just put everyone's name in a random generator, and whoever's name it picks, that's who I'm gonna send the SP to. So see you guys next video.